Well, I told Allie in the interview afterwards, and Rudy's Tom Janovich is never underestimate a heart of a champion. I thought our guys really displayed that, having a chance to have the largest comeback in NCAA history in the last 10 minutes. Really proud of their effort and just how they carried themselves all year long. 15-0. Face a bunch of injuries, adversity. We could have gone away, end up winning conference. Same with today. You get down 25, it's easy to fold. These guys don't. It's a joy to coach them each and every day, and we might be losers on the scoreboard today. Give North Carolina a lot of credit. Coach Davis is a great coach, does a lot of good things, and they got some great players and great program, but really proud of these guys and how they represent Baylor University.
Questions here in the room. We'll start front row on the left.
John Werner, Waco Tribune Herald. This is for Adam. Could you talk a little bit about how y'all got back into the game and what y'all did to pressure them into a whole bunch of turnovers?
Well, we knew that as a team we weren't going to give up, and we decided to apply the pressure a lot more and just be assertive out there. So once we got into those diamond and traps, we were able to, get a couple stops and get some easy looks, and that's what got the run going.
On the right-hand side, third row.
Kendall Couch, Sic'Em 365. Matt, I know you didn't want this to be your last game, but considering how you fought, the ankle injury, if this were a way to go out, did this feel kind of a fitting way to go out for a great career at Baylor?
Yeah, I'd be proud of how this last game went down. I didn't know that was one of the biggest comebacks in March Madness history, but that just kind of shows like what we've been dealing with all year. We've had a ton of adversity. We've had 3 guys with big injuries, and this team fights, so I would definitely be proud to go out with that.
Fourth row on the right.
Adam, you guys went on a massive run in regulation and then just 1 of 11 in overtime. What kind of happened in overtime? Where did the shot go?
We were getting good looks. We just didn't knock them down at the end of the day, and we needed some key stops, and at the end we didn't get them, so that's credit to them.
Okay. Questions for the student athletes or Coach Drew? On the right, fourth row.
Yeah, Coach Drew, Jack Allen with 25 ABC. I was just wondering if you could walk us through the decision not to press to start overtime. Just kind of, it felt like it was working there. Why did you decide to kind of step back off of that?
No, we were pressing in overtime whenever we got a score, dead ball. If they got a rebound, we weren't pressing. But we had some good looks in overtime. I think that's one of the tough things when you spend all that energy. Sometimes you run out of gas, and you can say we did that a little bit, but you also got to give them credit. Stiles has made 2 threes all year. He bangs that first one home into the shot clock. As a coach, you're like, that's not good. But these guys don't go away.
Front row, far left.
Coach Mac Engel, Fort Worth Star-Telegram. When you guys went to overtime, did you feel confident you had the momentum and that you were going to finally be able to overcome and get over that hump? Did you still feel like you were fighting uphill at all?
Yeah, I always feel good in overtime. You come back like that. But credit them, they scored first. And that's why I said that Styles 3 was really big, late in the shot clock. Someone getting 2 for 12 on the year. So he made a big 3. Then they get a foul, I believe, go up 4. And it's hard to play from behind in overtime. It'd been nice to get the lead.
All the way back on the right.
Scott, Curtis Quillen, KCEN Channel 6 in Waco. What did you tell your guys in the locker room after that? You get that furious rally to get to overtime, and like you said, they score first and keep you guys at arm's length in that last 5 minutes.
I think in overtime it's more to be thankful for just the season we had and thank them for the time together we've had, the ability they've let us to coach them and learn from them like they've learned from us, hopefully. And Baylor, it's always bigger than just basketball. We prepare champions for life. It's great to have an impact spiritually, character formation, academic-wise. It's one of the best academic groups we've had. Spiritually, it's a real deep group, and proud of their growth and what they've taught me, and character-wise, they represent their team and the school the right way. So I couldn't be more pleased with the kind of young men we have here.
Kevin, second row on the left.
This is Kevin Longquist, Sic'Em Sports. This is for Matt and Adam. You guys have been through some physical games throughout your career, but as physical as this one, can you compare what this was like to other games that you've been in your careers?
Adam, can you start?
With being in March Madness, everybody's going to bring their best punch, and they have great size. But the Big 12 Conference definitely prepared us for these moments. We just came up short. So credit to them for, finishing strong the way they did.
They're a good team, but we're in the Big 12, so we're pretty used to the physicality. But they definitely came to play today.
All the way back on the right.
Stephen Stevenson, Forward Star Telegram. Coach, do you have any sense of why your team got off to a slow start? Was the 11 a.m. tip a factor?
Actually, we started strong. We're up 4-0, and then I think RJ had a lot to do with that. And credit him. He made shots in the beginning and then got them rolling. And then after that, Manic was, he really shot it well. And you take out that 56 points. But credit them. At the end of the day, it's hard making shots in that second game, and both of us don't have deep benches. And usually the numbers will probably back that up. But they had two guys that really came out of the gate shooting it well. And coaching-wise, we'll go back and should have trapped ball screen, should have done this, should have done that. We'll play it a million different ways, but proud of us giving ourselves a chance in getting back in it.
Okay. We have about 5 minutes left with Baylor. Remember, if you're on the Zoom, to raise your hand virtually if you have a question. We'll stay in the room here to the right, second row.
Scott, Eric Kelly from Fox 44. What exactly do you think that press was able to do to North Carolina, especially at that 10-minute mark that allowed you guys to work back from the 25-point deficit?
Well, definitely the turnovers, quick shots allowed us to get in transition, get some buckets, and then obviously extended the game. So once at 11 minutes, they started slowing it down, which is a good move by them, and working it. We knew we had to do something different.
Okay. On the right-hand side again, fourth row.
Michael Nichols, our Daily Bears. Coach, what kind of challenge did Armando Bacot pose to y'all, especially in that first half? It seemed like he was everywhere on both ends.
There's a reason he's got 26 double-doubles. So he's not only got great size, done a great job with his body. Coach Davis and their staff do a great job putting him in positions to be successful. And when they don't put him in position, he goes and gets offensive rebounds. So he's a big piece to their puzzle, what they do. And obviously their shortened rotation has helped them. And it's a real talented team, good team. And they give them credit for defeating us.
On the left in the fourth row.
Scott, what were they doing to get Manic such good looks? Obviously, he went off.
Yeah. Well, Manic, first of all, is a tough guard because he's got a quick release. He's got a high release. And, he's got good pieces around him, which allow him to get a lot of good looks. But it's hard to guard him because if you're a little late, he gets it off. And I thought second half, the big thing for us was we had the first half 8 turnovers. I think they had 15 points on those turnovers. Second half, we only had 3 and an OT. And if you do that both halves, we're down, 13 and a half? So those turnovers really hurt us as much as anything first half.
Stay on the left in the front.
Scott, what do you feel like you're going to take away from this season? What are you going to remember most about this team?
Well, first and foremost, just what great young men they are. They're fun to be around each and every day. They came to work. They had good attitudes. They really represented the school the right way. And our theme, what's impossible with man is possible with God. And to win back-to-back conference champs with 3 season-ending injuries, that's phenomenal, along with all the other injuries these guys have overcome. And I know Adam will be excited to finally rest his body and get 100% healthy. And he hadn't been 100% healthy. And in 6 weeks or so, but it just shows you the toughness the guys have.
You have a couple more for Baylor. Right-hand side, third row.
Matt, kind of what did you learn about yourself, and how did you grow by coming back for another year to Baylor?
I just felt like kind of most of the time when I would go in the game, it didn't really feel like I was like a part of the team almost. It felt like I was just like trying to like survive out there, and I was just trying to make some sort of an impact. But this year it felt like I had to show up in some way every day for us to be able to be the type of team we wanted to be. And, my shots have not been falling all year, but I really prided myself on defense this year. And, I wrote on my mirror before the year started that I wanted to win Defensive Player of the Year, and I think I really gave myself a good shot at that. So it was just a lot of different things that I just tried to work on, but I really gave my all this season, and I'm really proud of, how it all worked out. And I definitely wish we could have gone farther, but, I have no regrets looking back on this year.
Time for one more. Not seeing any. We'll let you guys go. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.